So there's two point of views that I gotta speak on for this. So me, Davon, and Deshaun responded to a security HP check, and um, Davon needed his 4 arrests still. So it's like, all right, I'll make sure that you get, at least 2 of those right now while we're there. Boom. These guys refused to leave. One of them tried to crash into us. One of Fogg's guys. So we tased him out of his vehicle, cuffed him up. Fogg said that we did it for no reason, blah, 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 blah. Gonna hear that 9 times out of 10 when you go there. So we're taking 2 suspects. One of them I had cuffed. I gave that to Davon, so he had 2 arrests to bring in. Fogg threatened to kill us when we came out of the green zone. He had a taser in his hand, so I assumed he was going to try and tase us out. So I was like, I'm going to go ahead and call the admin to get rid of them. So I want my officer to get his arrests, not to get ruined by some stupid shit. So then dude started talking shit like he wasn't going to do this, do that. We ended up bailing out. I guess he killed Deshaun while we were gone. He didn't get a chance to call 1013 and we were turned around. We get back here. I let Davon bring both the suspects upstairs. Deshaun respawns and we start chatting for a second. And then we go back upstairs. The second I hit floor 1, I see Teddy, who's an unbadged officer, on floor 1 with Flacco, one of our supervisors. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then obviously Fogg and all his guys are here and they're screaming. So you can't hear a damn thing trying to talk up there. So Teddy probably didn't hear that I was telling him he couldn't be up there. So I go ahead and I cuff Teddy and I'm bringing him down here. When I bring him down here, I notice that he has Fogg in cuffs. Not a good thing. Can't be unbadged up there in the first place. Second off, you can't be making arrests as an unbadged. So I'm trying to explain that to Teddy, but Fogg's just going off and screaming, da da da. And then Flacco came down, he intervened, and then he told me to go ahead and take Fogg upstairs and release him. Because technically, yes, he was wrong, like not wrongly arrested, but he shouldn't have been cuffed by an unbadged. He was correct there. So I go back upstairs and I was gonna uncuff him, but he started screaming at me. So then I was like, all right, man, you're getting argumentative with me. I'm going to go ahead and check your passport because you match the description of a gentleman who just threatened me at the HP. And he refused to do that. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and charge you with refusal to show me your documents at 3-6. So I go to put him in cuffs. He flips out. Flacco comes up, tells me to uncuff him. I'm like, sir, I would love to uncuff him because of that scenario, but I'm actually going to be arresting him for a separate scenario regarding me and Deshaun. Deshaun said his part of the story, agreeing that that was the same guy. So I was going to arrest him for that. And Flock was like, no, let's just avoid this, avoid that. I'm like, look, dude, like, I'm saying, like, I get what you're trying to do. I'm not arresting him for that. He just wasn't understanding what I was trying to arrest him for. So that turned into a huge thing. Then Sway gets on. Then Frog's like, oh, hey, and they are buddy, him and Sway and Mr. Fogg. So we're all down here talking. And I'm listening to them tell their parts of the story. We got ours, but they got theirs wrong. They started saying that Teddy was with us. So then Sway yelled at me about Teddy being on floor 1. And that kind of upset me. But then she went upstairs and released Fogg and released the other guy after they just sat here and called us pussies and this, and like flipped out, talking shit. So I got upset with Sway. Said that I would like to retire because I felt like, due to her being buddy with that criminal, was her state of mind of releasing him when I had body cam footage proving why I was going to initially arrest him. She said she did it so Teddy didn't get banned from PD, da da da. And I was like, well, I feel like you kind of shit in my face because you didn't agree with all the arresting officers who are telling you their body cam footage is correct. And what we have, and one
Tired of
officer,
these people, man.
the one that made a mistake, but that officer had nothing to do with me. I did not bring him to floor 1. Flacco, as a supervisor, should have noticed that they were standing right next to each other. Flacco should have been the one to tell that officer to leave. Da 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 da. So I got upset with Sway and pretty much said I wanted to retire. I don't actually want to retire, but I definitely was really upset with how she handled the situation. Yeah, I have initially. I can't remember if Deshaun was there too. He probably has an angle of it, as well as Davon, of the initial 2 arrests and the murder threats from Mr. Fogg before coming back to. See, I cut my body cam once we got into here, and I handed the cuffs over to Davon to go upstairs. Davon should still have his body cam from him going upstairs, and you can see that Teddy was up there way before we got up there with Flacco. I did not have my body cam up. I found Teddy. Well, I know that both arrests, the first arrests that we made were correct. The person that had a person in cuffs downstairs was Teddy. Teddy is an unbadged officer. Javon Teddy. There's Davon and there's Javon Teddy. Javon is the one who had someone in cuffs, and I didn't find that out until I was cuffing him and bringing him down here because he's unbadged. And then I seen that he had Fog in cuffs, and I'm trying to explain to Fog, "Yo, man, I'm gonna let you go, but I need to reprimand my officer right quick before I just leave." And he wasn't understanding. It was just a huge mess. It got me a little upset. I'm not sure if I said anything wrong completely upstairs. They just definitely kept nitpicking at me. Usually I'm pretty good, calm under pressure. And then I just felt disrespected with both of those guys not ending up in the jail cell based off of the information that I gave my commanding officer that showed up. Because initially, we throw them in the jail.
Repeat that.
We throw them in the jail, and then you look at the body cam, and then you decide.
No, I'm not PD2.
But she let them go after sitting here and watching them disrespect all of her lower ranking officers. After us stating that we have body cam, she let her friend go, and I did not like that.
Tempo, bud.
I don't have BC of any of the conversation that we had down here, right where we're standing right now, where Sway made those decisions. Copy. Well, I'm sure, and also like I said, Deshaun right here and Davon, who I gave the arrest to right here, can both.
Yeah.
I feel back up my side 100%.
Are you talking about what happened earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I was pretty much just initially I said everything that happened, but I was just saying that how I was upset with how Sway released both gentlemen instead of letting them.
Yeah, and then they kept refusing the
That was wrong.
passport.
They
That's why I was
refused to leave.
confused with the
We
situation.
gave them multiple warnings. There were multiple gang members inside PD lobby. We gave them multiple warnings to leave, and they still refused to. So I temporarily detained them. I put all my macros up. I did everything I was supposed to do, and I asked for his passport, and he refused it 3 times. And then when we got to the first floor, they still refused it, even when Sway was standing right in front of us. I sent her the body cam, and she even hasn't even responded back to me yet. The whole situation was done wrong.
And then Sway also stated to these guys that she needed to see their passports before she could let them leave the lobby, and they said no, and she still let them leave.
And then they were insulting other officers down here, which is another charge.
Yeah, it's a charge per. You can't really stack them, but if he calls him a bitch and then calls me a bitch, boom, that's 2 of them. Calls him a bitch, then boom, that's 3 of them. If he calls me a bitch 3 times, it's still only 1. You know what I'm saying?
Who's
Okay.
bullying you, Scott?
What's up, Chris?
The whole It was not even fair. Because if that was me and you being civilian, you know it, they would have locked our ass up.
No, damn.
Man, I'm
You
just pissed off. Man, I'm pissed off with the whole situation still. I'm still hot.
Bro, peep this crazy ass story that just happened. I'm at HP, right? Calling in that somebody's car is getting vandalized at HP, right? This idiot starts shooting at my car. I'm in civilian, I'm off duty, and y'all give me the green light to shoot back, right? I take all this dude's bullets and make him eat it in the face. I KIA'd him right there in the crossroads, bro.
Yeah.
He was like, there's no way he got that much armor on. I was like, boy, fuck you. I shot back over here as quick as possible.
My man.
You probably was on that that glitch mode they have on here.
Oh yeah. I've seen a couple people accidentally hit that shit.
I don't know what you call it.
God mode.
Yeah, that mode that can't get killed. Yeah, you said it.
You died though, Chris, or you came back?
No, I'm at like 10 HP basically.
Oh, so you was actually taking damage?
Yeah, no, I'm low as fuck right now. I was gonna actually
don't have y'all added.
I was gonna see if any of y'all got some mids.
That nigga's pose is probably just weak.
Oh shoot, Hernandez, you're a suit now.
You better suit.
I'm just not realizing that. Looking pretty spiffy, my guy.
That's crazy. I'm smacking on some food right now.